Airways, what do you have to say about this new uniform which is now going to be introduced by British Airways? Because there's a lot of hullabaloo, especially around hijab being included in the uniform. Many say it's regressive. Many say that it's only going to perpetuate stereotypes, while others say that it's more inclusive. Where do you stand on this debate, sir? This Major Mohammed Shah, I believe, is live with us. Major Shah, would you think this uniform, especially the inclusion of hijab, do you find it inclusive, or do you find, like the critics of British Airways, that this is only perpetuating stereotypes?
Meenakshi, firstly, I would say a lady, whatever she wishes to wear, may it be jean, shalwar suit, sari, maybe a bikini, maybe a swimsuit, maybe a hijab, maybe a burqa, maybe anything. It's her personal choice. That's regarding her attire. Now, when we come to uniform, yes, I totally believe, and I am totally for it, that there should be uniformity. When you wear uniform, it should be stipulated, laid down. This is a dress code. Now, when British Airways includes hijab in the attire, after 20 years, they have changed the attire. I think it's a welcome step. I do not go with the critiques irrespective of what they say. I say that no, it is very much a welcome step, and it is inclusive. It certainly is respecting the norms and the customs of other traditions as well. And it is a formal, stipulated, approved attire, a uniform which has been thoroughly researched, and they have, so it's their personal choice. It's made an option. It is not compulsory, it's an option, so it's not regressive. Regressive would be when you actually impose something on someone, and no one should be, people normally, apart from the uniform, people are very judgmental, especially about ladies. That if a lady is wearing a miniskirt, oh, she's got a bad character. I know some people, unfortunately, they think that way. But if a lady is wearing a shalwar suit, oh, she is very well covered, she is of a very good character. No one gives anyone a right to judge any human being, especially ladies. So whatever a lady decides to wear, it's her personal choice, and it should be respected. It should not be imposed. Whereas if you impose that on a uniform, that, okay, you have to wear a hijab, say in some particular airline, for example, if you impose that, that should be opposed. It's wrong, and I would be very, very critically towards that. But when it's a stipulated option laid down in the form of a uniform, I think it's a welcome step, Meenakshi.
Okay, Major Shah, this change in uniform, as many say that it's, it's going to, again, as I said earlier, perpetuate stereotypes. Jumpsuit has been included, many say. You have, multiple options being included for women. So what's the issue around hijab? That's also, another argument which is emerging and emanating at this point of time, sir. What would you want to say?
Exactly, and I would like to say that, people, I don't know why they form opinions that, okay, it's regressive, and what is regressive, what is progressive? The regressive and progressive is the mindset. It is not the attire. A person can be dressed in a hijab, can be very, very progressive, very, very broad-minded. On the other hand, a person can wear some other dress which people perceive that, oh, that person is not well-dressed or is not very, but a person can be very regressive from his mindset. So a person who is saying that hijab is regressive, I fail to understand. I don't see, I'll give you an example, Meenakshi. I'm a Muslim, and I have seen a culture where people wear hijab, but in my family, no woman wears a hijab. But tomorrow, if any of them come forward and say that we want to wear a hijab, it would be respected and it would be honored. And no, because we know the mindset already. We know they are well educated. Some of them are doing PhDs. Some of them are going to be doctors very soon. So, it is not that, people think that, what people think. It is totally, in fact, it's very deceptive. People think that way. That, okay, if you're wearing a hijab, you are very conservative, but that is not the case. It's a personal choice. One can be wearing a hijab for their own. It's not only about that it is there in the religious text, or it's there. No, it's not even there in the religious text, firstly, let me tell you that as well. But it is a personal choice, and it should be honored by everyone, and nobody has a right to make and pass judgments about anyone. People are too judgmental, unfortunately, not only about attire, about anything. Oh, so-and-so will judge me if I behave this way, or if I wear this, or if I do that, or if I speak this. One should just let people be, and should just give them their choice and their freedom of how to express.
But I'll tell you what, the other side of the argument, just to play the devil's advocate here, those who are anti-hijab say that wearing hijab is not a choice, it's indoctrination. Because right from a childhood, a girl is taught that to avoid male gaze, she needs to cover herself from head to toe. And that's why many feminists are against the hijab. What would you say to that argument, those who say, to begin with, the matter of choice doesn't appear when it comes to hijab?
See, the logic here is, if one is a feminist, if one is supporting women, one should support the very fact that women should be given a right to choose it. Now, the moment it's imposed, and as you rightly brought out, it was very logically you brought out this fact that, if it's imposed, if you are indoctrinated, if you have to wear it by compulsion or by force, I think it should be opposed straight away. There's no if, no but about it. But if she's wearing it by her own personal choice, and if she's happy wearing it, I mean, no one has a right to dictate or to pass judgment or to say. But yes, I totally understand. Like in Iran, for example, in Iran, it was compulsory. So women were opposing it, and I totally stand by those women. They are very, very brave women, and I stand by them because they had the courage to come out and oppose it, Meenakshi.
So you think that women should be allowed to wear what they want, including, of course, the stewardess, and they're going to be more comfortable. Do you think others should take a cue from the same as well? Because, again, as I said, it's a rather controversial move.
Absolutely no, but I think women, yes, I agree with you that women should wear what they want to move. It could be a controversial move, but I believe the society will not change unless and until we change our own selves. So the change starts from here, from within. Unless we change, we will not expect the society to change when we haven't changed our own mindset. And in fact, I think a mindset like that, where you judge people by their attire, is actually regressive. Sudha Murthy, the director of Infosys, in fact, one day she was at London airport at Heathrow. And there, someone told her that please stand in the economy class line, not in the business line. Why? Because you're wearing a salwar suit, and she would normally wear a salwar suit. So people perceive that not to be very, very progressive, not to be modernized, and where she had a business class ticket. So then she showed, and the airline was embarrassed about it, and they apologized. So one should not pass judgments on the way one is dressed.
Fair enough. That's a very pertinent point which you make, Major Shah. Of course, this is going to be a point of debate and contention in the coming days as well. For now, we thank Major Shah for joining us.